Welcome back, Hard Ears Podcast, where we bring the hard facts for the hard ears. Today, today's a special episode. I have a special guest with me today, Miss Shania Wilson.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
I'm good.
And today we're here to talk about recent events. Uh, who shot you? My daddy. That was the voice of a 10-year-old child moments before or after being shot alongside his mother, right before his father turned on himself. It's a tragedy, but also it's a reality that children of our country are being left behind, traumatized, and orphaned by violence. And I bring Shania here today to have a conversation with this issue that has been happening in our country.
Yeah, and it's a pleasure to be here to chime in from the perspective of a woman. And honestly, it's a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Before we continue, we hear Shania, think Shania, normally you're very, don't be nervous on the camera,
I'm not nervous. It's just that this is the personality when I'm not like with my phone doing my thing.
Okay.
We
So
call it
everybody
code
can hear
switching.
Shania, right?
Yeah, they can hear me.
Alright. Good. So before we get into it, I would like to ask you what inspired you or fueled you to create the Red Pill content.
Wow.
And before we continue, like, can you give them a summary of what the Red Pill content? I mean by the Red Pill content.
So, like, we're assuming that everybody's watching knows who I am or would have passed a video of me with probably like a 5 second introduction to who I am. So I'll give you guys who I am, all shits and giggles aside. So my government name is Shania. Most people know me as Just Nye. And the people who don't like me know me as the girl that hates men, which is not true. But we can talk about that in another episode. I'm an intersectional feminist, and I have created that space for women and girls and children to advocate for them towards the end of solidarity and not necessarily competition. Because, amongst women, it's competition. We've been taught to compete with each other. But with intersectional feminism, it's difficult to talk about the issues that affect women without talking about race, class, status, and all the other things that creates the minorities. So I have taken feminism from that point of view, talking about the minorities. And of course, trying my best to represent women and girls to the best of my ability, using my voice and listening to the stories of other women and girls as I do my volunteerism in the hinterland regions.
Okay, so basically, what inspired you is, or fuel it is based on experiences from other people.
Yeah, so honestly, people have been saying this for quite some time, and I don't think people have realized what it actually means. You can learn by experience, and that's firsthand experience. You can learn from other people's experience.
Yes.
And for me, while I have my experience of my own that plays into my content, a lot of it comes from other people's story, other people's perspective. And, it's a blessing to be able to hear somebody else's story, the consequences, what they've been through, and to be able to take the pieces out, the gems, and apply it to your life without even having to experience that type of trauma or being exposed to that type of situation. So honestly, most of it is the people. Most of it is hearing other people's cry, other people's words, other people's perspective, and hearing other people's stories.
And and we were having a conversation, like, I think a couple of days ago. You were saying that you're tired of.
Bro.
You could you
Bro.
could say it as you hear.
Yeah, because honestly, the red pill in itself, while the platform itself is fueled by other people's perspective and experience, the red pill content itself comes from a deeper place in me where I'm absolutely tired. I'm absolutely fed up of having the same revolving door conversations about abuse, about the dating pool, about the things men feel comfortable doing to women, girls, and children. I am absolutely tired of having those conversations. And while I am tired, I also understand in picking up the mantle of being a voice, you don't necessarily get to stop. Everybody gets to be tired, and tiredness is something that you should feel, but don't let your tiredness ever get to the point of halting what you started out this to be. And as it is right now, I did take a pause because, it can take a toll on you personally if you don't take that time away and
Yes,
come back
yes, yes.
again. Anything and everything is a poison. It's all about doses. So you have to take that time away.
Okay. Well, also we were speaking prior to the episode. You were saying at all that your job is to not give. Your aim is to not give any man peace.
Yeah, we were having that conversation. Like, I have many reasons as to why I do what I do. And one of that is not being a contributing factor to this false peace men have created for themselves at the cost of women. So, personally, a man at peace is a ick. Like, I don't want you to be at peace. There's too much havoc. You have wreaked too much havoc amongst women and girls for you to be at peace. No, I'm going to contribute to the disruption as best as I can.
Well, people may ask, how are you sitting with someone a man today that seems at peace?
Well, you can be at peace. The thing about being a person who don't want men to have peace, I also understand that I am not the only person that can do it. And honestly, that mantle is taken up by someone else in your personal life. You haven't recognized it. You didn't recognize it until I said it. I don't need to wreak havoc myself.
Yeah.
You have a 3-month-old that is doing it for me. She is saying no sleep once I'm awake. She's saying no peace when I'm here. She is screaming in your ear.
Yes.
And that is enough for me.
That's my princess.
That's enough for me.
All right, but my question also: how can men be allies in this conversation?
While I will answer that question. Honestly, the question is, do men really want to be allies in these situations? Because a lot of the times when they come out with the pretense of, oh, I want to be an ally, I want to help, it's only in the extreme cases. And that in itself drives me up an edge. Right? So to be an ally as a man, you would need to definitely start with accountability amongst yourselves. I feel as though men do not hold each other accountable the way they should, especially with micro abuse. A lot of the times when it comes to women and women's safety, they draw the line at the point of somebody dying. And it should not take somebody's death for you to realize that there's a problem and that there's something to talk about. A man does not wake up one day and decide, I can yeet everybody in this room, including the women and children. While a man can definitely do that. Let's not put that past them. They don't just wake up and do it. There are always precursors. There's always signs. And those signs are often in the forms of micro abuse. And if you as a man can't recognize micro abuse in your fellow man and be like, hey, dog, that is going down a road. You're not helping the situation. You're gonna go down a slippery slope with micro abuse. And one of the things that people often turn a blind eye to that is micro abuse is when men jokingly say, oh, if I can't have you, nobody else could have you. Like, in passing, that sounds like, oh, he really likes me. He really loves me.
I'm laughing because I probably used that like long when I was a younger person. I don't use it now. I would use that now.
If you sit down with that statement, you would start to get worried because a lot of the times that is the literal statement right before they do the unspeakable. Literally, if I can't have you, nobody can have you, and that's the end of your life. And this thing of, there are some women I would have met that told me about their domestic abuse, where the justification for abusing them is, I love you so much, just why is God do what I gotta do?
Oh, really?
Like, that is abuse. Like, I don't know how else to say this without saying it in a way that really turn people in their side. Because I can say things rough.
This is
right?
hard. This is why it's called hard. Ears, hard fucks. You bring the hard fucks, so for people that hard of hearing.
Yeah, like, you got to get to the point of realizing what are the things that you say in passing that is abusive. People only think of abuse when it's physical. Abuse is not only physical, it's mental, it's emotional. And sometimes the abuse that is hardest to get past is up in your head.
Mentally abused.
Yeah, the mental abuse is really difficult to get past. In addition to the physical. So imagine being mentally abused for an extended period and then having the physical one too. You are in for a treat in therapy. You're gonna be there for a while. You're gonna be going through some cocktails to get your brain chemistry to work the way it's supposed to work, or to a form that is functionable for you. So people don't take it lightly. He might not hit you, but he's doing it in your head. And one of those things is manipulation. People think manipulation is, this blatant thing that you could be like, that's manipulation. No, manipulation is something that happens that when you recognize you've been manipulated, your ability to think independently is already gone.
It's a little too late.
It creeps. Yep, it's a creeper. So if you don't know how to identify micro abuse and micro manipulation, then your point of realizing is when you have to go and undo a whole bunch of stuff in your head. The way, if you find that you can't make a decision without thinking, what will he think? How will he feel? You are 2 steps gone. Because while you can consider someone in your decision making, and that's definitely important in relationships, it's a different ball game when your decision is dependent on their affections, feeling, and approval, specifically approval and validation. So for me, the first step for men is taking accountability amongst each other and highlighting when you are playing in dangerous grounds. My second thing is deflecting. Stop deflecting. When a woman dies or when a woman brings up something that men have been doing that's bothering her or bothering other women, the first instinct is to deflect. And that goes back to accountability. To evade accountability, you deflect.
Yes.
You turn it into tit for tat. You turn it into flip the script without even acknowledging what is being said to you from the jump.
Yeah.
Now, if I come to you and I say, look for something simmered. If I come to you and I say, men disabuse women. Women love, or men like to play mind games with women in a way that's abusive. If I come to you and I say that, deflection looks like, but they do it to we too.
Yes.
But I didn't say that it didn't happen the other way. I highlighted something. The way to approach that is to acknowledge what I said. Acknowledge what I said first. And then give your 2 cents on what I said first. And then you can say additionally, you know, on the other side, women are very comfortable doing it too. And we can have a conversation. But the minute you're going to deflect and duck and hide and not acknowledge what I'm saying to you, I'm not in for that debate. That's a debate you want to have, and I'm not going to debate with you.
Yes.
I'm for having a conversation. And in having a conversation, you have to be able to acknowledge both sides of the script, right? So there's 2, the accountability, the deflection. You see me looking down because I'm very organized. I have my notebook. I wrote.
She just like me. That's like how I have my cards. You can't remember everything, people. So
because y'all know when I start with my rants, I just go off track when I get going, right?
That's okay. That's okay.
So my other thing is lowering the bar. I feel like men are working overtime without pay in lowering the bar. Like when God...
Repeat that. Repeat that. I don't think that they hear you. Men are what?
I honestly feel like they're working overtime to lower the bar. The bar is so low, Satan's toe looks higher than the bar.
That's crazy.
Like, how could you spend 365 days searching, scrounging the earth for ways to carry the bar lower? We were supposed to be at the point of the bar is being a decent human being. At this point, men seem to want to be praised for breathing, which is something we all can do.
Yeah, yeah.
Why are we lowering the bar? You know, and I want people to think about this, right? Your conversations tell a lot about where the bar is for you. Imagine you and your girlfriend, me and my girlfriend gaffing. She was like, at least me child fathers look after each child.
That's where the bar is for her.
Um, isn't that what he's
Supposed
supposed
to
to
be.
do? Isn't that his responsibility? What do you mean, at least? Wh- We've gotten to the point where men not looking after their children is a norm, and them actually doing it is the bar?
Best believe it is an arm.
That's crazy.
Yes, it's an
That's
arm.
crazy. Another thing that shocked me one time too is when this girl was like, at least my man don't knock me. Pardon
So
me?
no, no. All right. If a
Pardon?
woman said a no, the bar should be at least. All right. Just describe it how it should be, or how would you, in your eyes or perspective?
I'm gonna say this one time,
Mm-hmm.
and whoever it rubbed the wrong way, you tussle with your parents on this.
Mm-hmm.
An exceptional man is an average woman. And let it sit in you.
An exceptional man is
An
an
exceptional
average
man
woman.
is an average woman. A man that's able to regulate his emotion, take care of himself, watch quickly for himself, have his own place, well furnished, can operate as an adult, is called, oh my God, that's a man.
That's an exceptional man.
That's an exceptional man to society, right?
All right.
But that is a regular woman. Every woman that has been forced to do it alone has been doing that for centuries.
Yes, yes.
So honestly,
So what's an exceptional woman? That's a question that just came to my head.
my thing for me, an exceptional woman is being able to do all the things that they deem an exceptional man, being able to do all those things and still do motherhood. An exceptional woman does motherhood, has her career going, doing all of that. She's doing all of that, not by herself, but with a supportive partner. That's an exceptional woman. A woman that is able to do motherhood and still have a thriving career is an exceptional woman.
My mother's an exceptional woman. Big up my mother.
Tech points.
Yeah, yeah.
Tech points. Because you know why.
I'm a wife. Exceptional woman.
I love it. I love it, Harry. You know why, too, for me, that's an exceptional woman? Because it's a choice. And if you choose to do that, it's on your strength. And I personally not choosing it. Okay? You can get somebody else to do it. Get somebody else to do it.
So I agree with you when it comes to how men could be allies. The whole hold them accountable and deflecting. Because all right, in my friend group, I have few male friends. Few. And they could tell you that I just hold them accountable. Only a couple days before I told them, because they just asked me on the group chat or on the call, they asked me, who you having on the next episode? And I mentioned you. One friend, he's like, oh God, the girl stupid, and this and that, and whatever the case may be. Now, I hold you accountable. No, I asked him, I said, what makes her? I said, oh, now he didn't know that I already had conversations with you. He didn't know that I watch your content wholeheartedly. He didn't know none of this. So until I had to let him know, I said, bro, I keep asking him, he couldn't tell me exactly what means it. He basically go, oh, this girl hate men. And I had to let him know that, bro, it's not that she hate men. She holds men accountable what men need to be accountable. And men don't hold other men accountable. Because the girl is not just bashing men, the girl give other men praises also. Like you said, exceptional man. Because there are men out there that take care of their partner, take care of their children. They are respectful to the people that they are. And I saw her made videos of that. She just don't, she makes videos about for people that are predators, for young daughters and what's not, and don't keep your daughters around certain people and what's not. So it's not just about bashing men, and I had to let him know. And maybe after the whole conversation, it digressed, and we didn't fall out. But at the same time, I stand my ground and I let him know whatever the case may be.
I mean, like, generally, conversations surrounding my name, specifically when it comes to my red pill content, usually goes like that. And I'm not surprised at all. I'm not, honestly, if a man hates me, T. Because you're gonna make me make a career off of your hatred. Because why do you hate me? You don't have a reason to hate me. You just hate the fact that I put you under a microscope and you don't get to hide with me. And because I've taken up the mantle to use my voice to let other women know, it means you can't hide under other women either. It means you really got to cut your bullshit. Because by the time I'm done, everybody gonna be seeing you for what you are, and you have no choice but to be better, right? And my last thing for allies, in order to be an ally as a man, you need to retire like immediate effect. It's not all men. For peace sake.
Yeah. We were having that conversation.
For peace sake, before we get into a tit and tat, retire the not all men slogan. Because until the majority is decent men, it will continue to feel like all men. Right now, the good and decent men is the minority. And these horrible men in society, who I be talking about, who I have deep contempt for, who could stop breathing for all I care. Those men are using the minority men who are decent as a shield and cover to continue to do their stupidness. And let it be known that good and decent men don't need my representation. They don't need representation at all.
Yes.
They are representing themselves by holding themselves accountable to continue to be good and decent men for the women and children that are around them. And let's be frank, a good and decent man is not going tit for tat for me in my comment section. And let it be known, if I go in tit for tat for you in the comment section because I am bored and I need entertainment, it's not because I'm actually taking you seriously. It's really never that serious, right? Good and decent men ain't going tit for tat for me in the comment section. They're not. They probably like my video and keep it cooking. If I say on the internet, men are cheap, and you are, right? If I say men are cheap, a man that's not cheap ain't got shit to say to me.
Exactly.
Because he know he ain't cheap. And he just got, oh, yeah, them guys be cheap. Roll. We ain't got time to be bickering about stupidness. So
but my question to that, like, what you define cheap? This is just a curiosity. Like, what does you define cheap? Because
okay, so for me,
I'm a provider. I believe in providing on but I just want to like, what's your thoughts on cheap?
You're cheap if you can't afford me. If everything that I'm doing in my personal life, you can't afford to do and sustainably maintain yourself while doing it, you can't afford me and you're cheap.
Okay.
Because you cannot look at me doing all the things I'm doing and be like, I want she. Okay. That is hanging your hat where you can't reach. Okay. And then on top of it, when I say, oh, you're a trying man, I can get you a try. And then, hey, let me just, you're a trying man and I get you the chance. And then you see I keep doing me thing. And then you carry feelings because your ego get bruised. You're insecure generally. Why would you pursue a woman that's out of your league and you have insecurity problems? Aren't you trying to do it to yourself?
That's a good question.
Don't hang your hat where you can't reach. Date people in your league. Date people in your pocket range. You're walking. You want to date a woman with a car, better got gas money.
But there are some people out there, right? If I walk in and I see a Ferrari, I don't want a Ferrari.
Yeah, you want a Ferrari, but don't run before you could creep. We're trying to get both foot. Like, calm it down.
I understand where you're coming from. Work on yourself first, and that's why I always tell any of my friends, I say, bro, work on yourself first before you go to the gym. I always advise them.
On the same point of working on yourself, right? I don't believe in 50-50. I don't believe in 50-50 because I don't believe I'm 50. I'm coming to you 100. My shit put together 100. Truthfully, we
I
have areas of opportunities. Truthfully,
I
we
don't
have
agree
areas
with the
of
whole
opportunities.
50-50 thing because
Right?
I mean I don't want to say because my wife like, but I'm married now, so I personally feel like okay, there's sometimes things should be split.
Yeah, you can.
Yes,
You
like I
can.
mean, but if in a regular relationship, yeah, totally agree with you.
No,
No
we
50
can't.
50.
We can't do 50-50 because I come in. If you come with your things
Mm-hmm.
and I come with my things, you know how much things we could do together.
Yes,
No, you can't come with 10% and I got 60. What is this?
and that goes for everybody. This is not just for men she's talking about. Like you hear what she said. If she come with she things and I come with me things, we could do things
Can I sit down with
together.
my things and I tell the women on
Exactly.
my page, be women with your things.
Things, get your things. All right.
Because when you got your things, they can't style you. They
Mm-hmm.
can't wrap ropes around you. When they want to play the tinging and tinging and tinging and tinging, then goodbye. Have
So,
several seats.
so yeah, I don't feel this is an episode that I bash him in or I just hold him in accountable to. I they for like hold women accountable and let so right. So it's a safe space for both genders.
It is. It is to an extent. For
Yeah.
me. For me. Not for him. For me. For me.
All
For
right.
me.
So since I've started this podcast, a lot of people females have reached out to me. They've told me their stories, some stories of how they've been molested since they were 13, 12. Some women reached out to me that they got a child with this person and the child got taken away because of the guy's financial situation. He's more rich and what's not, and she will go make a complaint to the police and nothing become out of it, right? So my thoughts are, what are your thoughts on the issue of child molestation and being sexualized at a young age?
So I'm going to split it in half because those are two things I view that are fueled by two different things in my opinion. Now for child molestation, I feel like child molestation is fueled by the purity culture. And these predators are of the opinion that pre-puberty children, basically, they're untainted, they're innocent, they're more obedient, and they somewhat use those things to justify the abuse and whatever they have cooking up in their head. You see, with child molestation, it's less about what the child physically looks like, it's more about the narratives that they have up in their head. And when we were having this conversation, I told you, with child molestation, these predators, I view them as snipers. Snipers are patient and you don't see them. You just know when you get hit, right? These predators, once they see your children, and make their mind up that they want your child or children, it's really up to God and some divine intervention from this predator for your child to be safe. I promise you, there's nothing you can do as a parent to stop it because, like I said, snipers don't sleep. Snipers stay awake. Snipers stay alert. You are a parent. Worse if you're a single parent. You have to sleep. You have to look away. You have to rely on other people. Especially as a single parent, you're like, I need someone to look at my child. I can't take my child to work. Depending on the type of job, you can't take your child to work. You can't keep your eyes on your child 24/7. And that is what they wait for. That is what they thrive on. The fact that you have to sleep. And there's been a situation with a young lady that said to me, she got molested while her mother was asleep. Literally while her mother was asleep.
That's crazy.
And this is for parents to put into their heads. God forbid, where the wood there? Knock wood. That your child end up in a situation like that. Do not spend a second blaming yourself for that. Do not spend a second doing that. Because the only person to blame is the predator.
Yeah, and that's why also don't blame the child because
Don't blame the
some
child
parents also
either.
blame the child.
There is no push factor. There is no pull factor. The problem is the predator and the predator only.
So my question also is, how can you raise awareness to like parents if they don't know like what to look out for? Like, how can we? What are the signs or something that you could? Because you made a video stating blank. This is when I think I first interacted with your content when you state don't leave your girl children with nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody, and I agree with you. I also said not just girl children, but because I have boy and a girl child.
Yeah.
So how do you look out for that?
Honestly, signs, you can Google that. But there's no blueprint. It's a sad reality. There's no blueprint when it comes to child molestation and child safety. You, as a parent, you can prep yourself by being more vigilant and by honestly having deeper conversation when it comes to the nature of people, the nature of men. You cannot afford to leave your children unattended with anyone because you don't know people.
Yeah.
You don't know anyone.
That's a good answer.
And the sad part about it is that the only time you will know that they're a pedophile is when your child is already traumatized. Unfortunately, that is the reality. Or you might catch it right before. You have to be more vigilant. You have to try to be more vigilant. Paranoia can also sneak in on you there. But honestly, the most you can do is be vigilant and have a spiritual life. Sometimes you see things before they come.
Yeah.
Have a spiritual life. Have something going on with God that you can rely on God for the safety of your children. And even if, God forbid, he had other plans, other things ordained, I don't know, some things we just don't get answers to. Have the strength at least to deal with it, how to deal with it, have the wisdom that you need to deal with it. Ask for that because it's difficult. And that's on molestation. But on sexualization, child sexualization, that is entirety victim blaming. Child sexualization fuel is victim blaming. Because every time a child is sexualized, we blame something relating to the child. For example, I've been seeing when they put out these missing girls reports and they put the age of the child. The comment section is crazy.
They'll be like,
men in the comment section, how she looks for 14, how she looks for 16. She got a lot of breasts. She got a lot of this. That is sexualization.
Yep.
And then if something happens to the child, they say, oh, you see what she was wearing? What kind of child like she won't wear things like that? But you have to realize that the only person to blame is the predator. Yeah. You cannot blame a victim for anything. And don't bother with, oh, clothing and clothing. What about self-control? People can wear whatever the hell they want. You need to have self-control. You're a grown-ass adult. And that's a child at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You have the cognitive development. I hope your frontal lobe developed to be able to think that's a child. Leave the child alone. And don't bother with, oh, she's dressed so nice. I didn't think she's a child. Ask questions. If you have recognized in society that physical features have shifted and you can't tell when it's a 15-year-old and when it's a 19-year-old, start asking questions. Nothing is wrong with your frigging mouth. Talk. How old are you?
Yeah.
Let me see your ID.
Yeah.
Stop playing games. These niggas need to stop playing games. Stop looking for reasons and excuses to continue to do stupidness.
Yeah.
It's really, really crazy. And as for boys, I've seen too many times, and we talked about this back in February.
Yeah, the boy
during March. That boy is probably 9 or 11. And that big woman is whining and going on at him. And it's a whole kiki in the comment section. It's not funny. You're skewing that child's sense of autonomy. You're skewing that child's understanding of consent.
Yeah.
You don't do that to boys. And the other thing that pissed me off about the comment section is men in the comment section was like, this is how you know he can be straight. This is how you know he can be a man. You cannot whine heterosexuality into a boy. You can't choose that. And this sexualization of boys at their young age is a rite of passage to ensuring that they turn out straight. They most likely end up gay. Because you jump the broom.
Jump the gun.
So honestly, molestation and sexualization has been so normal on social media. People are justifying that nonsense. Oh, put them in a barrel and roll them off a kite shore because I don't know what else to do with them.
All right.
Truly.
All right. We could also touch about women losing custody and the patriarchy, because you also created a safe patriarchy
Yep.
for these for the women, safe space for women against patriarchy. So what your thoughts, like, there's like for the individual. I hope the individual is watching. I advised her basically she could get a lawyer. That's the most I get, because she went to the station, and the mafia money to the policemen, and up to and I can't believe in the day age where a man take away a child from a woman. That means the woman is take away a child from a man.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. But then it comes back to this child was taken as a way of to get to
To
her,
control her.
to
You ain't
control
want to share that
her.
with nobody else.
And that, oh God, God.
You ain't want to share that with nobody else.
The legal system is built on patriarchy, in my opinion. The only time that they want certain things is when they want control, and that is the sad reality. And the only way forward, like you said, is to battle it out legally. You have to be able to prove that you are better. You are the better parent. Even sometimes when you think, oh, I have a home, I have a stable home, is safe, da 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 da.
Yeah.
You think that is enough to say that you are a competent parent to have that child, or you're the better parent. Is not enough because of the type of jury that they pick when these situations
Yeah,
come
yeah, yeah,
up.
yeah.
So you really gonna fight a case and a half. You really gotta get a good lawyer to prove not only that you are the better parent, but why he isn't the better parent. You will, unfortunately, you'll have to start doing some digging to figure out how you're gonna present this. And honestly, you can present it from the point of view of patriarchy, but honestly, you don't know if the jury even understand what you're saying to them.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's really a tight spot to be in as a woman. And I know you want your child, but you gotta fight for this one.
Yeah.
Cause you see how the cards already rigged against you.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I'd hate to be in that space. That's crazy.
All right. So, one of the main reasons that we're here today is also to talk about the incident happened yesterday. At least 18 women were publicly reported killed between January to
Yeah.
August. Between January to August, 18 women. I can't even fathom to remember. Like, I tried to, like, we were talking, having a conversation, like, the names. You
Yeah.
didn't even, like, because I was having a conversation with my mom was like, are you serious? It's 18? I was
Yeah.
like, well, mommy. She's like, that's too much. And we was like, you even
It's
remember the
one
four.
too many.
Yeah, it's like the women, the four girls, the three girls that got killed one time.
Yeah. Honestly, that is. I feel like I said honestly like 100 times, but yeah, the stats is crazy.
And we're asking where the system breaks. The police, the courts, services, what the government hasn't fixed.
Honestly, femicide is in our face, and we're operating like, oh my God, it's so out of reach. It's literally in your face. 18 at 8 months. That's 2 women a month, and 2 is 16. We still got 2 unaccounted for,
Yes.
right? I'm tired, honestly. Every time I open Facebook, I just have to type, I'm tired of grieving for women I've never met, never spoken
Yeah.
to, never seen with my own 2 eyes. I'm tired of grieving women and girls and children.
Yeah.
Really, really tired. So I had to write down what I would say in a question that speaks to the legal system, because it's either tears gonna come or I can start cuss up. And I'm trying to fix my walk with God, so I wrote it down.
It's okay.
Right? So I wrote, femicide and the gaps in the legal system have proven one thing to me, and it's that women and girls don't matter. That's what I got. Looking at it holistically, individually, I've gotten, it don't matter. We don't matter, right? The lives of women and girls don't matter. There's no other way to put it. Watching how the legal system process plays out,
Mm-hmm.
it only reinforces patriarchy. And one of the things that patriarchy has taught us is to objectify women and girls. You're merely an object. There's no value added to you. You're just an object. And of the 18 women killed due to domestic violence and abuse, there is not one case that I can say I am satisfied with the justice that was served. And it seemed like the legal system loved the number 19.
Yeah.
Because it's 19 years, you get to 19 years. Y'all like 19? Because that's weird. No, when I say justice, I don't, when I say the justice, and I put it in uplifted comments, and that's because it's not enough for me, I am not saying death penalty. Death penalty, don't do it for me. Right? It don't do it for me. It's too easy.
We did mention we did talk about that.
It's too easy. That is too easy. But at the same time, hurt people, and execution does not solve the culture that creates abusers. Sorry. Hurt people, and the death penalty does not change the culture that we have that is producing abusers. So for me, death penalty is not it. My idea of justice is far harsher, and you can use your imagination with that. It's far worse, right? And that is only because it has to be. And it seemed to me like sentencing and prison time to these predators is a vacation from reoccurring bills and a free meal. It's not anything else to them.
Taxpayers' money being it.
And my money, the tax that they yap out of my salary and gratuity and bonus, the only thing they don't take tax from that's end up paying for these people food is the 100,000 at this point. Right? They just get to sit on taxpayers' money and do what? Yes, we know there's some sort of rehabilitation happening. You can't rehabilitate a predator back into society.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. I don't believe so. Pedophilia, I do not think so. Certain crimes should revoke your right to thrive in free society. You can't be sharing the same air with me once you've done certain things. I personally think so. And just to like wrap it up, in relation to the campaigning season, utterly disappointed.
Yeah, I was about to ask you, like, a lot of campaigning has been going on. We've seen a lot of campaigning, but no party yet
Oh my God.
to mention anything about the femicide and domestic violence in the country.
Utterly disappointed. Like, worse. I'm generally disappointed in men. Y'all beat it. Like, you have not said anything. I don't care if you've said something. You haven't said anything, and you haven't said it loud enough.
Because what they said, yes, I understand.
It does not match the severity of the situation. It does not match the seriousness of what we're dealing with. Women are literally dying like flies. Like flies. And what are you debating about? I overheard today on the radio, one of the parties were talking about women and girls and domestic abuse. And I'm there waiting for like something to resonate in my spirit. Like, yeah. I was just there like, that's it? That's it? We really gonna treat this like a regular Tuesday.
No strict. Oh God, I didn't even know.
Nothing
They said.
Like I just like, and if you have it in your manifesto, right? Why am I not seeing videos of your campaigns talking about it? It's like women are dying here, and everybody's doing this. The women are dying here, and
it's a serious thing because it really, as I could say, since I've gotten my daughter, it's really opened up my mind and make me see the world and see things differently now. Because maybe prior to that, I probably would have been one of those men that wouldn't have been talking about this. I wouldn't have be and your comments section saying, yo, whatever the case may be, would have been quiet. But I can't see myself. What happened after Adriana Young?
Yeah.
Rest in peace. Then have a daughter and be quiet about it. It doesn't sit well.
Yeah.
It doesn't sit well with me.
And people need to realize that silence is complacency.
Silence
it means you're in agreement.
Yes, silent is complacency.
And people need to start opening their mouth and stop being lukewarm. Society is lukewarm and short-lived when it comes to these things. It kick up. Yeah. The next big thing happen, you forget about that, you move on.
Yeah.
And it took little to nothing to move on from Adriana. Little to nothing. And I'm sorry if I'm butchering her name, Adriana. My apologies.
Yes.
But it took little to nothing for them to move on from that. And I haven't forgotten her, and I will never forget her. People are just, okay, we on to critics fight. Let's do this.
Yeah.
And then the next thing. And then the next thing. So we're too lukewarm as a society, and we need to do more. We need to be more rigid. We need to hold them accountable. We're not holding them accountable. They can only do as much as we allow them.
Yep.
And as much as people say this, the power is in the people, and it's quite literally right there. It's between us. We're the majority.
Mm-hmm.
How much did I make parliament? 100 or something? 100 or something against everybody else. They can't win. The power is in the people. And if we are lukewarm and we are complacent, then they get to do what they want. They get to decide where the energy goes.
Yeah.
We're not pressuring them on the things that matter to us.
Mm.
And that's not to say that where they put the energy is not needed or it's not warranted or validated. It's just to say we're not dotting the I's and crossing the T's.
Yeah.
That's all it says. But I did remember too that you said you'll ask me some questions that the viewers, the shits and giggles viewers might be interested in hearing, and I'm interested in hearing these questions.
Yeah. We can't be all serious. So there are some questions like people would want to know, like, are you dating anyone? Are you dating right now?
Are you dating?
I'm married, so.
And that's good for you. What's the next question? I love it.
So, but this are you gonna give the people? You have fans, you know. You do understand. You have fans.
My fans need to be able to steal my business.
Oh, you can't be so cruel to them.
Yes, I can. They in a lot of my business. Let me have one thing now, even if it's nothing.
Okay.
You never know.
So if you decide to date, what are your requirements?
Oh,
Yeah.
this is like on a serious note, or this is like
This is
on my
serious
shits
note.
and giggles.
Because you never know, your soulmate are probably out there.
Yeah,
It's probably out there. Remember,
that term.
you did say that, there are men that,
Decent. I didn't say I
That-
want them.
are decent.
I just said a decent.
Yo, you actually made a post and all that. You can't believe. You make a post, yeah, you can't believe you're actually attracted to this man or something like that. So tell the people.
That was for the plot.
You see, it's always with plot.
That was for the
Come
plot.
on, now tell the people, if you are to date a man, what would it be? Because some
Okay.
women might live by your standards because you have fans.
Okay. Let's see. It doesn't really require me to think. It just requires me to filter my words.
Yeah, filter.
To all interested parties, please send references of your character, at least 3 references of your character, proof of employment, payslip, last 3 payslip. It can't include your gratuity if you're working, in the government sector. I need to see your salary outside of your gratuity. Any assets you own, I must see your name. Send a copy of your ID card so I can verify that is your name.
Mm-hmm.
And most times assets would have your ID number, so like send the ID that's on it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what would be a plus? A will.
I will.
If somebody's gonna die soon that has a lot, and you are in the will, that's a plus.
You setting the bar real high. That's high. This is like applying for a land there.
That's for consideration.
It's like applying for a land or applying for the bank.
Yeah.
Basically the bank.
Yeah, that's for consideration. And if you want me to do the same, I can, no excuse.
Because you could match it.
Because I can.
That's crazy. So some man without no job can't even come and speak in your direction. Man,
A what? A what?
You mentioned only what? Oh, you can't ride in a bike?
Of course not.
You can't ride on a bike alone.
Okay, fair. So, like,
If you got a car and a bike.
if your main transportation is a bike, don't.
Why?
Cause look at my skin. I can't afford to fall down, and I get cold easy. So if the rain bust and then they ain't got no like shed clothes, I get wet.
Try you're alright today. I want to ask you, like, you're alright today. If you meet the man with all of these requirements, right, and then this man just lose everything.
He named Job.
It's possible.
You
There
know-
are men that go from 0 to 100 and then they lose everything, and they have to, fight tooth and nail to get back to the top. Now, what you doing? Are
It
you alright?
depends. It depends. It depends on how they lose it. It depends on how they lose
You're
it.
caught up in some entrapment, the law, something. It doesn't. For me, I don't think it depends. I mean, if you with
Do I
me,
look like I would date a non-law-abiding citizen?
you just said. I don't personally. I don't feel nobody's a law. First person. This person. But
A decent law-abiding citizen.
no, you're saying. No, you're talking. No, you're saying it right. No, you're saying it right. But so you're telling me he probably break the law and the government sue you or people sue you for everything that he got. He intentionally break the law. Things like that happen. He might have everything. Probably knock down somebody by mistake, and then this person sue you, and then he go through the whole, things got going possible.
It's plenty expensive. That's a tough spot to be in, dog. I'm not a ride or die. I ride with you.
You're right with me,
I ain't dying with you.
but you ain't dying.
No.
So you got right up to a point, and after
If we build this shit and some shit happened and shit went down, I wouldn't dip you. I wouldn't dip you.
I like that.
I wouldn't dip you.
I like that one.
I wouldn't dip you. But you shove this. A cost more to me. I got.
I like the one. I like the one. I like the one. I like the one. But this.
Just in case anybody took me seriously, don't send me no message.
What do you mean?
I don't want to see my inbox filled with.
Well, last you been in a relationship?
I don't have exes. I have examples of what not to do again.
Damn. Bar. Line. She don't have exes. She has examples of what not to do again.
Yeah.
Use the one there. I don't have exes.
Correct.
That's a bar.
That's how I do it.
So what are the examples not to do again? Because you made a post
God,
about
trying men.
you gotta give me something, Shania. Try him, man. You make the post the other day, but you used to buy rims? You used to buy rims some man and so?
That was a trying man. That's the point. When I used to do Yamed things, it's for trying men. And look, I try and look at it. Where are they and where am I? Nowhere in proximity. I haven't seen them examples in like, I don't know how long. We're not even in the same rooms. We're not even in the same meetings, nothing.
That's crazy.
Yeah, them days, them Yamen days, gone. Gone. If you got sweetie from me, I like you to give you a sweetie.
You see marriage in your future? Damn, you smart in there, man. Oh, God. Oh, Shania. Oh, God, man.
It's not a goal. It's not a goal.
It's not a goal?
No, it's not a goal. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, that's fine. My sisters will have children.
I mean, you can make sure without being married.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
You know there are women out there that just looking for the right candidate, don't want any relationship with the person, just the right candidate, as long as they biologically up to par and everything. Look at their intellect background. And all they just want is a sperm donor.
Yeah.
You were one of those.
Kudos to them.
Uh-huh.
Kudos to them.
Uh-huh.
Can't be me.
Can't be you. You won't take a sperm donor since you're against, not against men, but you know.
No.
Okay.
Who does choose to be a single parent?
There are
In
a lot
this
of women,
economy.
not in this. I'm talking about in the world. There are women.
I
There are
know.
women that say, you know, just saying the same sentiment with you when it comes to men. They want nothing to do with man. Say years old, but they don't realize
I'd
they
rather
can't
adopt.
make sure it, or you would adopt.
I will not go into a sperm bank and collect a man. Well, sperm can't come from nowhere else, unfortunately.
Unfortunately,
That'll make you smack bone marrows. Anyways, but I would rather adopt. I won't I won't go and make one from scratch.
all right,
Yeah.
Shania. All right, well.
It was fun.
This was a fun episode. But it was enlightening and it was
Yeah,
also
for sure.
touching. This was something that I wanted to do a very long time. It's one of my touching episodes. I really appreciate you coming through. We will have her again, you know. We will have her again on
She
a
asked nicely.
if I ask nicely, on a much more, fun episode. But like,
Yeah.
share, subscribe. See you next time on Harders Podcast.